Guys, welcome to Guardian Outpost. This is David. Welcome again to another streamer spotlight on this day. Another streamer spotlight. I'm not going to say what day it is. I almost came and said the day there. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much for watching all these videos, man. And please support all the streamers. Their link is in the description. Please support all the streamers that I bring onto my streamer spotlight. They would really love your support and love for you to visit your channels. If you want to see my stream live, I stream Monday through Friday starting at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. I live in the Eastern Time of the United States, so whatever time it is, you know, it's 6 a.m. Eastern Time. Look at your time zone map and find out when I'm streaming. Twitch.tv/Guardian Outpost is where you can find me, and you can follow me on Twitter at Guardian Outpost as well. If you're a growing streamer, small streamer, that's getting started, I follow me on Twitter. I encourage you to follow me on Twitter and come to my channel so you can get yourself some love and some shout-outs. I love to promote and help streamers. And the Streamer Spotlight is also a great way for streamers to get that attention. My streamer today is TocharaehD. Now, Tocha, first of all, good morning, good evening. How are you doing, man?
Oh, I'm great, man. It's dark and early over here.
Is it good evening for you? You live in Japan, right?
No. We kind of, it's like, we go to Japan maybe once a year if I afford it and spend a few months there at the fam. But no, I'm in Portland, Oregon. Ah,
you're in Portland, Oregon right now. Were you in Japan when I saw you streaming that other day that you were playing with a couple of nice young men?
No.
Okay. Okay. All right, just want to know.
But I would be, I guess.
So, Tocha, man, how are you doing? You know, we like to start everybody's thing with stream by giving them, giving them your gaming history. What is your gaming history? And by the way, am I saying your name right? Is it TocharaehD or is it something else? Like, please, do not be afraid.
TocharaehD's right. Yeah.
TocharaehD's right. All right. I always feel like it's Tocha. Like I always go to other people's stream like, oh, Tocha. I'm like, am I saying it wrong? I never know. All right. So that's good.
That's okay.
That's good to know.
A lot of people call me Torch and stuff, so I get it all.
You get it. Now, where does that come from? Where does your tag come from?
D&D. Way back in the day, when I got into D&D and Shadowrun, it was the name of my very first character, and it's just kind of been my moniker ever since.
D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. So, needless to say, you didn't have many girlfriends when you were younger, huh, Tocha? I'm just kidding with you. So, give me a little bit of your gaming history, Tocha.
Well, you know, I mean, we can all say we started off with, like, when I was born in 1982, so I was playing Atari and stuff, and then worked my way up, obviously, with the Nintendos. But when I got into computer gaming, I, started out with Quake when that was brand new, and then I got into beta testing, so I beta tested EverQuest, Asheron's Call, Diablo 2. Pretty much played a lot of it all. Got into WoW, obviously, which was did that for a couple of years, and that was a lot of fun. So that's pretty much it. Oh,
dude, that's great. Beta testing. How'd you get into that? That's pretty interesting.
My best friend in junior high, his dad worked for Intel, so he had like the best internet you could hope for. And because you could only dream of having a T3 line back then, and Intel hooked up their whole house with the T3. So I'd go over their place, and he's the one that got me into beta testing. Like, hey, check this out. I'm like, I didn't know this was a thing, and so I'd spend hours and days over there with him, and we'd have computers set up and just playing games, doing the thing.
So EverQuest, and how does that compare to Destiny? How did you get into Destiny?
How was it? Actually, I got into Destiny probably the same way I get into most games, is word of mouth from friends. I was when the beta and stuff was out for Destiny, I was in Afghanistan, and but when I came home, my best friend and his buddy were just raving about this thing. I had just purchased a PS4, and I was like, well, all I have is this cruddy Wolfenstein game. So yeah, let's try the Destiny thing, and as soon as it came out, I got it, and I was hooked.
Nice.
Pretty immediately.
Now you said
I was
Afghanistan.
hooked so much that
You say Afghanistan? Are you in the service?
Yeah, I've been in the Army Reserves for 10 years now.
Did you see any action while you were out there, or is that like classified? You can't tell you.
No, that's not classified. Yeah, I'm part of a. Well, at the time, I was part of what's called a forward surgical team, and what that is it's kind of like your special forces of the medical service corps. So we are the closest point of injury that any medical personnel ends up at. So we go. We're front lines kind of people, highly mobile, and we do what's called sustainment care. So we get the patients to a point where they can survive travel to the next higher level of care, and so it's pretty critical stuff.
Oh man, so you've seen some stuff out there, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I mean, thank you for what you do. That is really brave. I mean, do you ever, what's the most dangerous situation you've ever been in?
There's nothing fun about like taking mortars or anything. It's just kind of you don't know where they're gonna land. That's the biggest thing. All you hear is a whistle. So.
Oh my God! I mean, I would poop my pants. I mean, my pants would be squarely pooped if I heard a mortar. I'd be like, forget it, forget it. Get me to the nearest green zone. I'm out of here. I can't take this thing. So you're still part of the Army Reserve. So that's why you go to Japan every once in a while.
No, my wife's Japanese. So we go to visit the in-laws and stuff.
Oh man, that's awesome. How awesome is Japan, man? I've always wanted to be out there. Is it awesome?
I like Japan a lot.
Okay.
I lived in Kyushu for a short time. It's the southernmost large island in the archipelago, and I lived there for a little bit. And this is before I met my wife. And then I met my wife 8 years ago. So we bounce back and forth. I love Japan. I think Japan's great. I'm not big about the Tokyo.
Yeah.
In fact, most people, if they ask me, I'll tell them I hate Tokyo with a passion, just because it's too busy and a lot of asshole foreigners for whatever reason. I don't get it. I like the rural areas much more. The people are super approachable and really nice, and it's also pretty. So low key, which I like.
So you know Japanese?
Yeah, I majored in it, and then I made the mistake of marrying a Japanese woman, and I say that because she's busy learning English, and then we have two boys who are more fluent in Japanese than they are in English. So I've been regaled to just speak English at home, and it's been detrimental to my Japanese.
Oh my goodness! What's the TV like over there, man? I'm always interested in what's TV like over there in Japan. We all get
TV.
We get the everybody gets the the stuff around here in the United States about Japanese TV. But what's it really like over there? Is it all just crazy game shows? People eating, people doing crazy stuff?
Yeah, I love Japanese television. It's in a lot of ways it's so much nicer and calmer. There's none of this crazy inappropriate drama and things like that. Like even the commercials are fun. Like you know how you get that NyQuil commercial and the guy's like just miserable and makes you feel miserable. In Japan, everybody's just smiling in these stupid NyQuil commercials and having a good time, and their commercials last like 15 seconds if that, and it's just the best ever. And their television's so much fun. They're big into variety shows, which kind of went the wayside in the mid '80s, and I like that. I love their variety shows because they're really interesting. They can be super educational, and if they're not educational, they're funny as all hell. And yeah, I have a good time. And I enjoy Japanese dramas. They're just a lot of fun and really well thought out. The Japanese are really good at telling a story, but they're terrible at ending it when it comes to like movies. My wife will tell you the same thing. She hates Japanese movies. and I'm pretty much there with her.
We've been watching this Japanese movie for 6 hours. They don't know how to end it. Oh my god. Oh, that's really funny. So so that's cool, man. Because we get a lot of, everybody gets to see the Japanese TV shows and around here, and we don't get it. So that seems like a lot of fun. So how did you get into streaming, Toka, man? Give us how'd you get into it?
So yeah, it actually started off with like a friend at work. And I was playing Destiny, and he's like, "Well, I'm really bored. Could you stream?" And I'm like, "I don't even know what that is, man. I've only had the PS4 for a couple months." And so I tried it. I was like, "Oh, this is kind of interesting." And then people kind of started dropping in and talking to me. I find interaction with people on the outside kind of difficult, very awkward. Yeah, it breaks that whole thing because it's just a bunch of text as far as I'm concerned, at the time, and then it just turned into a really fun thing, which is great because I was diagnosed with PTSD, and it turned out to be a pretty good coping mechanism for me if I've been triggered for whatever reason, because I work in public safety on the civilian side for our metro system, and every now and then, I've got to get into the mix of something, and anyway, it just turned out to be that really nice tool that I've continued to use, and I have a lot of fun doing it, and I meet a lot of great people, which just keeps me coming back. And so I started doing it pretty regularly about 6 months ago. It's like, man, this could be something, because people keep coming back and saying hi and being excited to see me. And I might have been gone for a month, and I come back on, and they're like, "Hey, you're back! Thank God." I'm like, "Oh, all right."
It's amazing. It's amazing how it's amazing. That is a great story to hear, man. And a lot of our parents, people older than me, older than our generation, probably don't get gaming. Oh, how can you waste your time? Well, waste all your time doing that, or waste all your time doing this, and they just don't understand how gaming does help a lot of people, man. We did by the way, we're joined by TocharaehD today. He is our streamer spotlight. Guys, welcome. This is our streamer spotlight. We're talking to TocharaehD right now. You can see his Twitch handle is being spammed right now in chat, so be sure to click his name. If you're watching on YouTube, I will put the Twitch handle in the description. If you're watching on the highlights, the chat should be going right now here, right next to me. So you should be able to see it. You should be able to see it in there. But you're in the medical field, man. How and you say that you use gaming for as a coping mechanism. Like, how huge is it, man? How like, explain, like, when you're having bad days, how much it really helps you to just turn on that PlayStation and start playing.
Yeah, it's it gets you focused. The biggest thing about PTSD is you've whatever the traumatic experience or experiences are, it's like a rubber band. The further the rubber band's pulled back, the faster it snaps back.
Yeah.
And playing, at least for Destiny for me, and streaming for me, it really gets me focused, and allows me to shut a lot of things out. So it brings down the I have, hyper awareness is not necessarily a fun thing, because you basically hear everything. So I don't sleep very well at night, because you could drop a pin and I'll wake up.
Yeah.
So I can put those earphones on and close off the world and just focus on the one thing, and it gives me I have these individual tasks, whatever they may be, that I can work on. And I've always got a goal. Like, I'm going to Crucible, I'm like, well, I'm going to go work on my gun skill for hand cannons, because anybody that hangs out with me knows I can't hand cannon. So so I give myself those little things to do, and that's super helpful, just having a to-do list, and it just reins me in a bit. And it's really cool. And streaming is also really cool, because a lot of people
a lot of people, so you said you have some awkward social skills. Twitch actually helps with that. You sit here, you're talking, you got people talking to you, and it helps. It helps you interact with people, and it is a good outlet. TocharaehD is our guy here. Not to mention, you are the nicest guy ever. I was watching one of your streams where you were playing with two very, very young boys, two very, very young boys, and you were so patient, man. You were so patient with them. You were running Crota. So when people go to your streams, man, what can they expect?
Yeah, I'm really family oriented, and I approach my stream in that very fashion, and I'm all about mentorship. It's just how I am, and so if somebody wants to learn how to do the raid, we'll go do it. If somebody wants to learn how to trials, we'll go do it. I'm not the best trials player, but we can go have a good time, and if I see something I think I could help you dial in a little bit, I'll do it. I'll teach people how to do black spindle runs, because once you have the formula down for black spindle, it's super cake. And so people come to learn, as well as just hang out. It doesn't matter what age you are, I'll play with you. I find that sometimes it's the little 10-year-old kids that play with me from time to time are either better or more enjoyable than the 30-year-olds who think they all know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And in fact, I was in a group of randos last night from LFG, and I got pulled in, and it was an absolute nightmare because everybody had an idea of how they were going to down Golgoroth, and I'm going, man, there's just really one super easy way to do it. You're either going to do one orb or two orb, and you should do it this way. But everybody else had an opinion, and so you just watched it, crumble to pieces. Whereas with kids, with kids, man, you just got to give them direction and show them what to do, and they'll do it. It's no problem. So I play with everybody, and I like that. It seems like a lot of my viewer base are Canadians or everybody from like East Coast in New York, which is pretty funny, and because I'm all the way in Portland.
Oh man, that's great. You are the embodiment of the Destiny community, man. Something that we love. And yes, Toka, you play on PlayStation 4. Any plans for an Xbox One anytime soon?
Yeah. Someday, if I can get the money to do it, I will definitely be joining the Xbox One world. This is what's even funnier is I would say probably about 80% of my viewership are all on Xbox.
That's how it happens, man. And watch what happens. You're gonna freaking go into an Xbox, and then you're gonna start a stream, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, I'm on PlayStation. I can't play right now." It's just so odd. So you're gonna have to be able to like switch on a dime to be able to play with those people. Cause it's crazy. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you. You're gonna start streaming from Xbox. You're gonna start, and then PlayStation people are gonna come in. Oh man, well I was hoping you'd be on PlayStation. Then you do the switch. Oh man, I was hoping you'd be on Xbox. So it's a battle that we all go through every single day, man. So Tocharaeh is our spotlight today on the streamer spotlight. So. What are your thoughts, coming up on the April update? We've seen so far PoE. We're going to get some PoE, and we get a couple of strikes and a couple of things. What are your thoughts so far, Toka, man? Are you excited for it?
Yeah, man, I'm super excited for it. I'm not necessarily a person that just thirsts for content. I think a lot of us older generation people are a bit more used to playing Zelda 700 million times, and
Mario
and get, like,
700 million
Link
times.
Too. Yeah, you get like Link 2, you're like, oh great, a new Zelda game. You didn't expect that, and it's there, and you're like, and you play that 200 million times and stuff. So, for me, when I approach any game, I'm like, oh, I'm just having a good time. But yeah, no, I'm super excited for this next update. I think it's exactly what they needed. I just wish, personally, that they had planned the timing a little better for the release, because unfortunately, Dark Souls 3 comes out the same day.
Ooh.
And that was just terrible timing because, well, we all know how Dark Souls is in the Dark Souls community. Is pretty, loyal,
passionate,
super hyped about it.
Oh yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
But listen, you make another good point about playing the same content over and over. those kids weren't around for Pac-Man, man. We were playing the same stage over and over and over. It was just recolored. It was
Yeah,
just,
or Pong, you know, you're just
yeah.
playing Pong, and that's all it was these dorky little paddles and a square
Exactly,
ball
man.
bouncing
I mean,
back and forth.
you're playing Pac-Man. It's basically the same, like 3 levels. Just they change the colors and they move the corners a little different. But basically, Pac-Man is the same thing over and over and over. Toka, man. So when do you stream? Let the people know when you stream. And I guess you're looking forward to Dark Souls. Any other game you're looking forward to?
Definitely No Man's Sky, or No Man's Sky. That's what it is, right?
Yes.
You got it. I'm super excited about that. I don't know if it's something streamable necessarily, but it should be a definite nice pastime to just explore, and I certainly enjoy that stuff. If anybody remembers Spore, Spore was a really fun game to play where you could just find some planets, make some really wonky things, and move on with your life. So space exploration is pretty cool, and yeah, I think that's about it for what I'm excited for this year. As for when I stream, I'm Monday through Saturday. I kind of like the after-school special. That's been the joke between me and my friends and my little community, because I get all the kids like right after school, which is pretty funny. So I stream.
Well, they heard of a streamer that doesn't mind playing with them, so of course they're gonna play. And I love that, man. I don't mind playing with kids either, but you know, when I'm streaming, they're at school, so you know that's why I don't play with many kids, and I tend to play with more adults because they're either work at home adults or stay at home dads or college students, or Beaver. So I burn on Beaver. So I get it, man, because I hate the word squeaker, man. It is the worst word ever. We all started as squeakers, so I hate that freaking word. And I'm so happy to see that you're out there and you're helping these kids, because kids love Twitch too, and they love streamers too, man, and they love playing the game too. And I love seeing that you play with the kids. It was a lot of fun. It was in there when I was in there. Spazzy was actually in there as well. It was Spazzy and myself. We were both watching your stream, and Spazzy was like in love. Spazzy was like, "Oh my God, this is so cute! It's like the cutest thing I ever heard," because you had a couple of kids watching the playing the game with you. So what do you hope to accomplish with Twitch, Toka, man? What do you want to do in the future? What do you hope? What are your goals?
I just want to continue to be that fun and safe place for everybody. I think what I'm doing now, I don't really want to change, but I definitely like to get to that bigger point. I think we all want to be there at some point, right? And so that's definitely the goal, is to partner, and we'll see how it goes.
Nice, man. Well, yeah. Well, right now you're streaming off a console. You're hoping to get your equipment there, right?
Yeah. I'm hoping by the fall to have an actual desktop to stream from, but I might bite the bullet and grab one of those external things to just hook up to a laptop for now. Maybe bring it up a notch from potato to sweet potato or something.
Nice. Potato to sweet potato. TocharaehD is our guest today on the Streamer Spotlight. Toka, man, really appreciate you coming in here. You come in here early, and it is early in the morning for you there in Portland, Oregon. I really appreciate it, man. Do you want to say, do you want to say support smaller streams in Japanese? What's that sound like?
That's probably a good question.
I just put him on the spot. Say anything in Japanese then.
No.
I'm just kidding. You don't have to say nothing, man. I'm just kidding with you.
I don't know. Twitch streamer, ganbatte kudasai.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Do you ever watch the show? Did you ever watch the show Sasuke? Out there, when you were out there? You still watch the show?
No.
You never watched that show? Oh man, one of my favorite Japanese shows was Sasuke. They brought it over here to the United States. They call it now American Ninja Warrior, but oh
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about now, right? Yeah. Sasuke, Leo. It's like the serious version of Wipeout. Oh man, well, Toka, man, Thank you so much for hanging out with us, guys. TocharaehD, be sure to click on his name. And by after school, you mean that you stream like at you're talking about you stream like at 4 o'clock Pacific time, so like 7 o'clock Eastern time?
It's 2 p.m. Pacific to about 6:30 p.m. Pacific.
So that means about 5 o'clock Eastern time. 5 o'clock Eastern
Yeah.
time is when Tocha comes on. Be sure to check him out today, guys. And I'm not going to ask him that question, Dom. And of course, before we get you out of here, you know the question that we must ask everybody. I know you're already giggling. Boobs or butts, Tocha? Boobs or butts?
Oh, butts. Oh, butt man.
More butt man. I love it. I love it. This is the official ass stream, man. This is the official ass stream. So, Tocha, man, thank you so much. We got another butt answer there. Thank you so much, man. Continued success, and you always know that you got a friend in Guardian Outpost, and I'm definitely gonna try to visit your streams more, man, and hang out with you more. And I really hope everything continues, and Destiny is there for you.
Yeah, right back at you, brother.
Thank you, Tocha, man. Have a great day, and
You too. Thanks,
I
guys.
love your butt, bro. See you.
Not the only one.
Yeah. All right, Tocha.
Yeah.
There goes Tocha, man. A great guy. Guys, be sure to give him a follow there. TocharaehD. Ooh, I never noticed that the D is